Welcome to Feature Friday, where we explore all the cool functions of our Roof Wizard software. Today we're looking at a relatively straightforward building, but it has this little complication of the bit in the middle, the breezeway I suppose you'd call it, the joining these two areas of flat roof. With that image of the elevations in your mind, if I get rid of that, you'll see there's the floor plan. So there's our little hip area, and you've got this big old flat roof here and another big old flat roof there. But it's how do we model this bit in the middle? So that'll be the purpose of today's exercise, is to figure out how to do that the easiest way. So I've already imported the PDF, I've scaled it, and I'm ready to start working. Track outline, digitise, and I'm going to do plus or minus 5 mil or 2 inches. Go right into the corner, and we'll go down to the other end of the building. Align it as carefully as you can with this end. Notice how it's locked to 45, and use the cursor to line up with that edge, and there's the edge of that. And we want to come back over to the edge where it butts the wall, about there, and I'm going to do a close square. So the slope of this is 3 degrees. Overhang will be 0 because I've already doing the perimeter, and the eave height 3 metres. That's about right. Not too fussed about that, but it's 3 degrees slope. So we hit OK, and I'm going to do a vertical plane on that corner and a vertical plane on that to give me the gable ends, and continue. And there we go. We've got our little bit of ridge in there. But now we need to remove the bits we don't want. Cut out all that area there. So we'll use the modify roof cutout function. We're going to select the planes to cut out, and we're going to digitize the cutout area. So we hit OK, and we'll come in here and we'll go somewhere out there, about there, into that corner where the edge of that roof is supposed to be. And down here somewhere, doesn't matter where, and right click and close square, and cut that plane out. That's fixed one. Now we'll fix the other one up here, and in exactly the same way, and we'll down the edge of that wall. Okay, and you cancel out by hitting your right mouse button. So it's got to come down past here, so we'll go somewhere out there. We're doing a cutout, remember, and down to the edge of that wall, and somewhere out there, and close square, and then select the planes to cut, and this time it will be both those planes. Righto, so there we have that little bit. But whoa, hang on, what about this fella here? Or we'll just do that as a separate roof. Track outline, digitise, right click and middle button on that corner, snap to the corner of that one, and we'll come out to the edge about there, and to the wall about there, right click, close square, and it's 3 degrees, same as the rest of it. The eave height will be same as the other, and we hit OK, and stop for a minute. This is the tricky part. We go vertical planes, and we want a vertical plane along that wall and a vertical plane along that wall, and right button, and yes, and continue, and it builds the roof. And if we look at that in the isometric view, and we'll spin that around, and you'll see we've got exactly what they wanted, except for the fact we've got extra material here. So what we do is go modify roof, merge. We want to merge that roof plane with that roof plane, and then we want to delete all the rubbish that's in the middle there that we don't really want. And so draw a box around, and it only deletes the stuff it can delete. And there's our model, and it's exactly right. These others, you can figure that out. That's just a single slope roof. But that was the tricky bit. And thanks to our friend in New Zealand who asked us to show how to do that, and hopefully you guys will learn too. So that's it for Feature Friday for this week, and have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next week on Feature Friday.